in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Please welcome.
Welcome to the Gayest Podcast Ever.
Hello and welcome to the Gayest Podcast Ever, special Corona edition. I'm Josh and I'm here with
Eric
and CJ
and our lovely producer Chad.
Oh, he's over here for me.
With warning, this is going to be our first time doing it like this, so please bear with us as we navigate this. But we just missed you all so much, and we miss doing the podcast. We miss each other.
And we're trying to keep our sanity.
It's getting tough.
Yeah.
I know. So we thought we'd try and do a special visual audio type thing together via Zoom. So we all got our glasses. What are you guys drinking tonight?
I'm drinking White Claw right now, but I'll probably switch to martinis.
Nice.
I've got my Boda Box Cab Sauv here. It's my go-to. I've got 4 boxes in the kitchen, just in case.
Nice.
There you go.
I moved on to rosé. I'm pretending that summer's here.
Oh my God, I thought we were no rosé after Florida.
You know what? She comes back to me. She comes back every time. Can't say no to Rose.
You guys, I'm so glad that we decided to do this. I miss you boys.
I miss you guys too. And it's crazy because other than Josh, like we all live right there together.
We live within 8 blocks of each other.
Yeah, that's gotta be super, super hard. I know. I'm a little jealous when you're like, we went out for a walk today. We waved to your house, and I was like, I don't know, wave to their house.
Oh, we waved to Chris and Chad when we walked the dogs down like Coolidge. It's just, yeah, it's sad. I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah. We were just talking. We're almost to day 30 of this ordeal in Michigan, and but we'll survive. We've done good so far, and I really think that we're flattening the curve, or whatever the heck we're supposed to be doing. I think it's working, right?
You guys, I had to take my dog to the vet because I thought it had 1 ear infection. Turns out it had a double ear infection.
Oh, no.
When they got to the vet, like Dan pulled up in the car and the vet came out and took the dog into the vet, did what it needed to do, brought it back out, and Dan got in the car and went home. I was like
a car, like you're getting your brakes done.
I will say we have, as a society, have done really well with adapting on how to do stuff. Like restaurants are doing carryouts and all these delivery services. We went and ordered pizza. It came right out to the car. We even ordered beer. They put it on the table out on the street. We just walked up and got it. We could do this.
My dad said he had a prescription emailed to him, and the mail carrier came up and knocked on the door, and my dad had to sign for it. And my dad goes, I came out on the porch, and he goes, stop right there. He's like, I have your prescription, and you have to sign for it. Are you Perry? And he's like, yes, I'm Perry. He goes, Perry Kalinsky? And he was like, yes. And my dad goes, okay, now what? He goes, you're not going to sign for it. I'm just going to acknowledge that you were here, and I'm going to leave it. Now go back in the house. It was so funny.
Your house.
Oh,
that's hilarious. Yeah. One of my good friends from high school, Katie, I don't know if you're listening to this or not, but she saw from one of my Instagram stories that we were using a terrible office chair because me and Spencer are both working from home right now. So only one of us gets the good office chair at a time. And then the one is stuck using not so comfortable chair. And she saw it, and she works for a company, and she's literally like, I can get you a chair. And so she literally brought me an office chair, and she came and she literally put it on the porch, and she goes, just so you know, I Clorox wiped it, I put it in this bag, and she rolled it across the porch to me.
That's so cute. I texted you. Those are my office chairs we use at work. I miss my office chair at work. I never thought I'd say that.
And thank God she did it. That was we're in almost a month in. Our backs would be killing us if I had to use an old chair. So I'm very thankful to Katie for watching.
I'm still working from home. Josh, you're still working from home. Chad's still working from home. CJ, you're not working. What are you doing with your time?
No, I was furloughed on March 29th. So, and even before that, I took some time off before this mess. So I haven't been at work for a full day since March 12th. I've just been watching TV, cleaning out the basement, cleaning out the garage, cleaning out the yard, I'm running out of things to do. So
you're forgetting a very important thing you've been doing. I think we should share some of this on our social media as well. The album covers.
Yeah. Come on, girl, Vogue.
I've been trying to get very creative with things to do. So I've been recreating some famous album covers.
Just I love your creativity.
You literally have all those wigs and that makeup and those.
I know. I'm like, where is he getting this from?
So it's a good thing that I started cleaning out the basement because I just found boxes of this stuff. And I'm like, I'm just going to put it over here and I'll use it later. That's because Halloween's my favorite holiday. So I like keep getting all this stuff.
That is true, Josh.
Now I've got so much stuff. It's fun.
No, I love waking up and knowing that you're up to 3 or 4 in the morning drinking and doing.
It's like the first thing I look for in the morning. I'm like, what's he doing?
I tried to go to bed early last night, and I was laying there at like 3:30. Like I could honestly be downstairs in the basement doing a photo shoot right now. But
do you guys know what is going to be the top Halloween costume for this year? It's probably banana nut bread. Somebody's going to make it into a Halloween costume because everyone is making banana nut bread. Do you notice that on your social media?
We totally are going to be making some banana bread. I can't even believe you just said that. Like, Spencer asked me, he's like, when are you making that banana bread? And I was like, I got the recipe, I got the stuff.
Everyone's doing it. Halloween costumes are going to be selling by the dozen.
I wonder why. We're all home. Our bananas shouldn't be going bad.
Listen, I'm baking cakes and cooking 4 days a week. I don't know what the hell is going on in the world.
Yeah, I haven't been doing any baking, but I've been cooking every night, and I'm getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I don't know if I like cooking anymore.
And know what I hate? I hate all the damn dishes from all this
clean up.
Oh, you guys, I haven't shared this with you. Our dishwasher broke.
We don't have a dishwasher, so I'm using a dishwasher.
Josh, no.
Washing nonstop for a month. So
well, Dan,
I'm sorry for you, but you don't get a lot of sympathy from me.
No, well, Dan literally told me the other day, he goes, please don't do the dishes or do the laundry today so I can have something to do when I come home from work. And I was like, what am I supposed to do all day?
Right. No, our dishwasher goes at least twice a day.
I believe it. I literally, like, that's all, like, I ran on Saturday because I wasn't working. I literally, like, had all the dishes, all the clothes done. And then it was like 2:00 in the afternoon. And I was like, well, I guess I can make some food and dirty more dishes so I have something to do. Like, it's just so strange, this world that we're living in.
I have a question because, like, we were going to do a bunch of stuff in the yard this weekend, but, like, I talked to some friends and they said that, like, cops are arresting people at, like, Lowe's and Home Depot now for, like, just walking around and, like, not getting stuff essential. But can you, like, place, like, an online order and, like, pick it up or have it delivered?
I haven't heard that police are doing that, but you can. There is a local shop called Michigan Bulb, and you can have outdoor plants delivered. The delivery's a little expensive. I think it's $15 depending on the size of the plant per plant. But yeah,
I'm thinking with just like mulch and like
like
small backyard things. Like we don't need, and like he wants to do like a patio and stuff like that. I don't know.
Are you sure people have actually been arrested, or is it people just saying stuff on Facebook?
I don't know. I'm
it's hard to differentiate, like, what's actually going on. No one knows.
You know, Josh, I'm not in the world, so I couldn't tell you if it's true or false.
I want to go to Lowe's or Home Depot so bad, but I'm just scared.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really thought that we were going to get locked down earlier than what we did, so I forced Spencer to go to Home Depot, and we just put everything on one card. And we have
South Carolina finally just closed today. Like, didn't South Carolina just close today?
Oh, yeah, they're still state. Well, and, like, I know I have a friend in Texas that Texas has been closing by county. They're not even doing it statewide. They're doing it, like, by section, which is asinine, if you ask me.
I mean, it's hard. We, Dan's parents made some masks, so they gave him some. He took them some food on Saturday, so they made my parents some masks, so I took my parents over, and it was hard seeing my mom. My mom cried. It was sad. You know, there was no touching. We all stood, like, they stood in the backyard. We stood in the front yard. It was sad.
Yeah, it's just crazy times. But we really, really hope that everyone's, staying sane and staying well, and keeping their time busy. And If there's anything that you've been doing that you want to share with us that, you know, is super fun that we would love to do, bide our time.
Yeah, please do.
Please feel free to comment, share, you know, let us know. We are looking for suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way that you talk.
All right, so one thing that we've all been doing in quarantine is watching lots of TV, movies, listening to music. It's one thing that I think that's really kept some of our sanity going. Boys, what have you been listening to? What's been on your TV?
I binge watched season 3 of Ozarks. Finished that. I still have a lot of live TV on right now, like a lot of stuff on Bravo. Drag Race is on right now, so I'm watching that. What else did I watch on?
Have they started a Real Housewives of Quarantine yet? Or?
No. Beverly Hills is about to premiere. Vanderpump Rules is still going on. New York just premiered. New Jersey is over.
Hey, they could probably do a quarantine version of all those people that are in jail.
I was like, someone would die if they did a quarantine version of the Housewives.
Like, how many of them are in jail right now?
Andy has it, right? Andy's got the COVID.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's on the mend, though. Yeah. Yep. He's feeling
looking
better.
so good.
He said he lost like 12 to 17 pounds or some crap.
Mono was the best diet ever. Like, that Romy and Michelle. Mono's
I watched the Jack Ryan series with John Krasinski. I got through seasons 1 and 2 of that.
Watching that, and he's very, very handsome.
I am a big John Krasinski fan now. I've literally been watching reruns of The Office all day.
And I just finished watching The Office, like, from beginning to end, like, right before all this started, and I could almost do it again. Like, I might uplifting and fun like that.
Well, Dan goes, do you like it better than Gilmore Girls? And I was like, I wouldn't say that.
They're so different. Like, I feel like that's really, like, apples and oranges.
What have you guys been watching?
Well, current TV, RuPaul, I've been watching The Voice, which I think they've kind of spread out The Voice a little bit because they used to do it like multiple days a week, and now it's only one day a week. But I think they're like, oh, we can't get to the lives since we can't be live.
Pushing it back.
Horrible.
A week,
I know. They're postponing my Vanderpump Rules reunion. I was like, you better slow the season down.
Yeah, I heard.
But it ends. I need the reunion.
I watched a little bit of Ozark. I think we're like 4 episodes in. We're trying to take it slow. Of course, Tiger King, obviously, is something that's huge now.
Let's talk about Tiger King. I mean, now that you brought it up. What the F was that?
So we all watched it, I'm assuming.
Josh, you're completely done, right? And
you're
done.
I think I watched it like the day after it premiered. Like, I had it queued up. Like, I saw the trailer for it. I was like, this is what I'm watching. And then quarantine just helped me through it.
Yeah, I think we have a couple episodes left.
Of Tiger King?
Oh, you haven't finished it?
Oh, then I can't talk about it yet.
Oh, no. We're trying to take it slow and not just binge.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know when you're done with it.
I mean, but high level, I mean, just everything. Like, I was like, I don't want to claim him as a gay. Like, can we?
I don't even want to claim him straight as a gay. I'm like, what is that? Like, that's not even straight hot. You have 3 teeth.
Now all of his ex-husbands are claiming to be straight. They're like, oh, I was never really gay.
Except, how the fuck did he land Dylan? How did he land Dylan?
The one married a woman and has a baby. Like, he was holding the baby at the funeral for the other one, and I was like,
right.
And then the one committed. Oh, you're not.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, but yeah, it was a train wreck. But you're all caught up on Drag Race, CJ?
Yeah, we watched.
Josh, are you caught up on Drag Race?
No, I've been trying. I think I only have one episode. So I just saw the Gay Anatomy.
Oh
God, you're
so you're one behind.
Snatch Game was, it was...
So I figured Snatch Game was on Friday night, right?
Snatch Game was hard to watch. I usually look forward to Snatch Game, and I just was like...
Well, I think people are starting to either run out of celebrities to impersonate, or they're trying to think too far out of the box.
Like, I didn't know who some of those people were.
Exactly.
I was like, what is this?
Like, they don't want to do, like, the Beyoncés and Britneys and Madonnas anymore, because those have already been done. So now they're trying to think of these C-list celebrities that no one knows who the hell they are.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But pick like a Kylie Jenner or somebody like who's, you know, known. Like when I was like, who the F is Poppy?
Poppy, yeah.
I was like, Poppy who?
Speaking of gay anatomy, Grey's Anatomy got cut short. They fucking shorted me. They originally extended.
He's got a slanted eyebrow and all. He's upset.
You know what, COVID, you can take a lot of things from me. Don't take Grace Sloan Memorial.
Oh, but it was funny when they were coming for all of my favorite things. Andy Cohen, St. Patrick's Day, opening day.
Yeah, so I have been watching Grey's.
I just didn't feel a lot of anything about it.
I've watched the one episode of How to Get Away with Murder. There's just a few left, and that's done.
Oh, I did not watch Thursdays. I think I'm going to let him build.
I can only watch, funny you said that, How to Get Away with Murder. I can only watch it in binge format. The time jumping throws me.
Yeah.
So I like that one all at once.
That's the one show that I'm like, oh, we have to watch the recap because I won't remember what the hell was happening.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be so lost. I was like trying to read the info thing, and I was like, I'm just going to let him build.
Yeah, no, that's a good one to let build, I think. But the whole, like taking out TV, I heard CBS is going to start doing like movie of the weeks on Sunday nights because they run out of TV and there's
remember how we used to have like a Disney?
You think about it, like think about all these channels that air sports games.
I didn't like the movie of the week. Do you remember when Fred Savage killed Candace Cameron in that movie TV?
Lifetime, and no one would tell?
Yeah, I was like, Kevin Arnold, you cannot kill DJ. Now stop it.
But I loved, was it Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night that Disney did a movie every day?
There was Sunday.
Wonderful World of Disney was a Sunday night.
I loved that so much.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was watching Grey's Anatomy, and I go, how do I know this character? How do I know this woman? How do I know this woman? I go, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I go, oh, you were Candace Cameron Burr's best friend, and no one would tell. And I literally went to and looked it up.
I'm about to blow your mind right now. Do you know who she was married to? James Van Der Beek.
What?
She was James Van Der Beek's first wife. They met. She was on season 6 of Dawson's Creek. I know. Mind blown, right?
But they're not together anymore?
No, he married another girl, and he's got like 10 kids now.
You know, Eric, I feel like you tell me these awesome couples, but then you go, oh yeah, now they're divorced. Like, just like that whole thing.
I had a stroke the other day. I thought of you when I saw the news of Leighton Meester and Adam Brody. It was all I saw, and I go, if they're getting a divorce, if Seth and Blair are getting divorced, I'm going to be devastated. She's pregnant with baby number 2.
Oh, okay. So good news.
Yes. Oh, but I like literally looked at it, and I was like, oh my God, Blake and Ryan are next. There's just no way.
Don't you wish that on them?
They like donated $1 million to U.S. lunches and $1 million to Canadian lunches. They're like doing the best.
And he's like boys with Jason Priestley, which I just found out through all this because they keep tagging each other like Canada Bond, I guess. I don't know.
Interesting.
I'm about to head north for the winter, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's a couple I'd like to see.
Hey, heading nowhere. You heading down the hallway to your bedroom.
You're in Northwest down the hall.
Did you see that one meme that was like, from the windows to the wall, down the hall, like crawl or something like that? I also saw a really good one that said, FYI, like it was like on a Zoom, and it was like, FYI, friends, like I heard that there's a cop checkpoint between the kitchen and the dining room, so be safe on your way home.
Ooh, that might be fun. I'll tell Tan about it. Frisk me.
Ooh, I've got wigs and costumes and things. If you
But yeah, so it's hard too because we're trying to watch TV and we're running out of it. So I really feel like some of these networks, like the HBO and the Netflix, start dropping shit. Start dropping it, man. We need it.
What I'm talking about, yes.
I mean, I
like Disney Plus
musicals. I caught myself watching an Avengers movie the other day.
Your first little movie.
That's where my life has come to. I'm like, there ain't no time like the present. I could start this shit.
I pretty much rewatched all those too.
You know what? I'm a musical fan, and Andrew Lloyd Webber is uploading musicals to YouTube, and me and Spencer Friday night, Joseph, we're gonna watch Jesus Christ.
I think we're gonna watch The Greatest Showman this weekend. We've never seen it.
It's my favorite.
The Greatest Showman?
No.
Oh, tell me about it when you watch it.
Okay.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna be singing the soundtrack.
Yeah. This is me. Yeah.
Well, speaking of shows,
Ron.
Tonight is gonna be the last episode of Schitt's Creek.
I'll finally start watching.
And CJ is now going to start watching now because he's home and can catch up. But me and Josh are just devastated. We are caught up, and I am going to bawl my eyes out.
Me and Spencer were completely caught up because we didn't have access to Pop TV, and then we got some access to it. And so we binged the entire 6th season, which is the final season, over the weekend. And the penultimate episode, the second to last, I probably cried. Spencer looked over, he's like, you were tears running down my face.
David, I'm going to bawl hysterically. And producer Chad, didn't you tag Chad, I think, tagged me in some live thing yesterday, and I couldn't even watch it. I started crying. I'm like, I have to get out of this house.
It's so bittersweet because I'm very sad that it's ending, but I'm so happy that not only did it blow up the way it did, that all these characters and these actors are getting all the love that they deserve, and they're all going to have great careers, and they're all going to go on. But he got to end the show the way he wants to end it, which I think is so important.
And all the videos they're doing, they had a video of Ted the other day, and he was on there, and they were just fake interviewing him, and he's like, Schitt's Creek's ending. What? It's just it's hilarious. And they were showing all their table reads, and today he released on his Instagram that they started their first table read on April 7th. I believe it was 2014.
13.
Okay. And they're ending the show on April 7th. So it was just full circle. He said it was perfect timing. I love the show, CJ. I'm so jealous you're watching it for the first time.
I'm so ready. I need it. I need something to do.
You're going to love it. And I think you're going to relate to him so much.
Oh, God.
And for those of you who don't watch it, it's especially times like these where life is super uncertain and crazy and can be really depressing. It's such a spark of joy and laughter. And I always tell people season 1 can be a little rough for some people, but by season 2, you just fall in love with these characters, and they have such great character development. And watching where they started and where they're going to end up, I'm just super excited for them.
I'm telling you right now, if I could have guest bartended on that episode of Watch Happens Live when the cast of Schitt's Creek was on Andy's show, it would have made my whole life. Nothing else could have topped that moment for me.
Yeah, well, and when the girl Annie Francis or Annie
Anne Francis.
That's what her Instagram handle is, but I think she goes by something else.
Oh, does she? Oh, okay.
Annie something on the show, it says something else. But anyways, she was on the Kelly Clarkson show, and Kelly Clarkson and her did a little bit of Alexis together.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And talk about someone else that's really helping me through quarantine is Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
This is, the Gayest Podcast Ever, sponsored by the Kelly Clarkson Show, because we talk about her all the time.
I've never watched that show one time.
I watch it on YouTube and clips and stuff like that. I don't record it. I don't record anything. But you should watch her Instagram because she's out at this Montana ranch, and she's got no makeup. She's got no dresses. She's just living whatever rural life she has, but she's just in the bathtub drinking wine, singing songs.
Her hair.
Because she has millions of dollars. It's not fair.
She doesn't give a fuck either, which I also love.
No, so here's the thing. She did a tour of her cabin that they live in. I'm thinking it's
cabin.
Her chalet. No, it is a 1-room cabin. It has a king-size bed, 2 cots over here, 2 cots over here. The kitchen is in the front. They've got a little TV in the corner. The bathroom is a separate building, which, by the way, the bathroom is pretty spectacular. It's probably the best part of the whole thing.
What?
But
they started renovating and didn't get it done in time. All that she got done was the bathroom.
So yeah, it's her husband, and 3 kids in this cabin.
Where's the fourth kid? He wasn't invited?
No, the fourth kid is older
But he
and
was
is in
around.
college. Yeah.
Hmm.
But I'm like, oh my God, no, you're rugged. You're out there like living and
Isn't she from? Where's she from?
He's from Texas.
Oh, that explains a lot.
her husband.
He's
does-
from Oklahoma.
Wyoming. I think he's from
Oklahoma.
Wyoming.
Is he? Oh.
She said it today on Instagram,
Okay.
but he's in the ranching and all that. So they bought this great farm in Montana, and it's huge. I mean, it's several acres, and it's snowing there, and all their calves are.
Ew, David. Ew, David. Not into it.
No,
Not into the snow. Nope.
I want to be quarantined where Jason Derulo is. If you guys don't follow him on Instagram, he's jumping in the pools every day.
Kristen Cavallari has been quarantined with Justin Anderson, like her little hairdresser. He does Gwyneth and Brittany and Jennifer Aniston. They're like BFFs, and they've been quarantined on this island for like 20 days with Jay Cutler and Scoot, and he posts videos every day, and I'm like, what a
So jealous.
place to be.
That was smart. Smart. Quarantine yourself somewhere warm, not north.
I should have stayed in Florida. I shouldn't have come back. I didn't have a job to come back to, so
Steve did.
he can work from home. He does every day.
All right. So that's what we've been watching and listening to. And again, anything you guys have, I would be really interested if there's like favorite albums that you've listened to, because I'm running out of music. So anything that people are like listening to like that, I would love to hear, or like awesome albums. Just
I feel like we'll have some new music drop soon.
yeah. Well, Kelly's got a new song next week coming out.
Ready?
Because I'm going on my walks listening to Summertime Sadness. So I need a little pick-me-up.
Yeah. Kelly and actually Taylor Swift has really helped me a lot too. It's just kind of upbeat. It's good. Like, I got to stay in that zone or else
And I texted Bruton like last weekend. I found New Kids on the Block radio on Pandora. It's a nice little mix. I like it.
Ooh, yeah, because you're probably getting some Mariah.
Oh, you get Mariah, you get Britney, you get Whitney, you get like all the new kids. You get boy bands galore. Like it was, yeah.
And we dug out a record player out of the basement, and so we've been listening to all this vinyl, and it's
You
really,
and Chad are making record players a thing to come back to.
it's
yeah,
so
like,
nice, and they're expensive now. Like
my niece always asks for records, and I went to the store and I was like $20. Like, what is this? A CD? Like,
right?
You're funny. All right, but yeah. So stay entertained, America.
I love the way that you talk.
Okay, so we we're kind of discussing, like, now that we're all in lockup and quarantine, and I touch my face all the time. That's one thing that this has taught me about all these damn Zoom meetings, is I touch my face all the time. I can't stop it. It's terrible.
I mean, like, how do you not? But like, I don't leave my house, so
Right.
it's just me, and I clean it all the time because there's nothing else to do.
Right? Yeah, if I've learned anything from this, it's that I touch my face a lot, and I don't wear shirts a lot.
I love your morning texts. It's like this nice DJ yellow. I'm like, Josh, like,
Yeah, I put a shirt on for the podcast, but I did not have one on previously.
I had my first Zoom meeting at like work, and I was like, wait, like you're gonna see me? Like I have to like do stuff? Like
I was terrified of that. And
Yeah.
then yeah, we were just
well,
talking.
because work meetings, did you see the video about the guy? Like, and he was in his
Ben.
meeting. Josh, you said it, right? Yeah. And he like literally didn't know when the camera was on and he was naked and everyone from his work was on. I would die.
They're like shouting. Something wasn't happening with his audio. And they're shouting, "Ban your camera! Ban your camera!" And he is just
cheers to that guy when he's got to go back to work.
like, what type of
Find
HR?
your raise. Hey.
What type of HR meeting does that involve? Like,
Oh, that's terrible.
I mean, he's lucky that he was, shouldn't be ashamed of what he was showing on the camera. Like, it would have been way worse had he been like.
I mean, and maybe it's going to get him some dates.
He's engaged now. He found love in the time of quarantine.
Melissa's going back to that office goals. She's like goals right there.
Right.
Right. So we were just talking about some of the things that we can't wait to do when we get out of here. And I know, I think one of the first things that we'll have to do as a group is a brunch. I miss brunch.
Oh, am I going to? We better make reservations because it's gonna be.
The second I hear that the band's been lifted, I'm gonna be on the phone with Pops and be like, I need a table. I need the bottomless mimosas. I want to find the bottom. I want to find the bottomless.
I need 6 tables for 60 people and 7 towers.
No, by then we could probably go to La Dolce and it'll be so nice outside.
Yes, a patio. Oh, mimosa on the patio.
It's going to be so funny when I have to start a line outside in the summer for you guys for the pool. Like, I'm like, okay, 2 in, the other 2 at the gate. You get 2 hours, then the other 2 come in. You rotate over to the patio. You're on tanning time.
If this is any longer, I'm going to dig my own pool. I'll just be a big hole in the back. I'll be good.
It's very Encino Man of you.
Right?
But yeah, so brunch is definitely on my list. I want a really, really good, juicy, like, bar burger too.
I want to go out to like a nice steak dinner with like a loaded baked potato, and then like I want to start with a bottle of wine, and then I'm gonna move. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I don't want to do the dishes.
Oh right? No, I sure don't. I might even get carry out for the next day.
I really want sushi. Like I want to go to a sushi restaurant and like just keep it coming. Is
it weird that I want to touch somebody else besides Dan? Like,
I would love to hug somebody. I just want
to give somebody else a hug. I never thought I would miss hugging Joe Bushell ever.
Right? And those little kisses he gives on your neck.
Right. And like, hey, boo-boo. And it's like a bear hug. It's so tight. I'm like, God, I just want to be hugged.
Yeah, it's fun. I am a hugger and a kisser. This is real hard. This is real strange.
Right. And like, seeing my mom the other day, like that was really hard. Like, it just sucks. I miss people.
Yeah, people. The thing I miss the most. I like wave at people outside the window. I'm like, hi.
Isn't it so funny? I feel like everyone's been super, super nice. Like when we go for like our walk, everyone's just waving.
Oh, everyone's super friendly.
Because we've all got something in common now.
But
We're
it's
all
like
in this together.
It's like Pac-Man in my neighborhood because like how all the streets are very like. So like whenever you see someone coming, somebody just turns like an opposite direction to try and get away from people.
Yeah, Spencer's like, what way do you want to go? I go, well, there are people that way, so go this way. It is Pac-Man. That's good. I didn't think about
but I mean, you guys are, so the 3 of you are kind of in different situations. Like you're all quarantined in the house with your person all day. Like Dan is essential, so he is still going to work. But like, you 2 are still working, and Chad and Chris are still working. CJ, you're not working, and Steve is working. We're both still working, but he's only home with me for 3 days out of the week. Like,
yeah.
Well, and Spencer and I just moved in together, so we went from 0 to 30 in 3.5. And now it's just us all together.
The baby's due in the fall.
You had to.
It's actually been really good. Like, if I would have been quarantined alone, shout out to all of my friends. I'm sending you all the love. If you need to talk, I would have gone into. I was saying to like my sister, I probably would have moved into Dan and Eric's.
I'm sure you would have, and I would have loved it because that's one of me and Dan's things. He'll come home and I'm alone a lot. And I get like it's only 4 to 5 days. Like he just got down to 4 days. So it was like 5 days a week. Like I was just in this house from beginning to end, like alone, and it's a lot.
We were talking about that, though. Like, if we had a really good single friend that was by themselves, like we would have at the beginning of this said, just come over and you can stay there. Because no one needs to be alone.
My heart breaks for them. Like I am so lucky that, and I, terrible anxiety. So especially like I'm much better now, but these first few weeks when we didn't know what was going on, the numbers were climbing astronomically every day. They were shutting down parks. They're shutting down the bars. I'm literally like, I'd be like, are we panicking yet? And someone would be like, we're not panicking yet. And I was like, okay. But I was just very, very thankful.
I thought about that was one of the discussions me and Dan had because when you lost power the other night or cable, and I was like, Josh is probably moving in for a couple of days. But I was like, if he was still in that apartment, in Romeo or in the middle of the cornfield, wherever he used to live.
Well, and my old roommate, is a nurse, or she's a prescription. She works at the hospital, so she's essential, and she's going in, and like it's scary. And I was like, and one of my best friends, him and his wife are both nurses, and so I'm constantly like just like checking in, making sure you're alive and healthy, because it's like, man, cheers to those people, to the people.
Cheers to the frontliners, everybody out there doing your part. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Much love.
Cheers to you. Much love. Stay safe. We love you. But yeah, and so every day she's just like, it's insane, the hospital. So I was like, yeah, I would have got out of there real quick. I would have grabbed all of the wine and just left. Gone to Eric's.
Well, it was weird. The other day we actually went to go drop my parents' stuff off, and Dan was like, well, you drive. I'm like, well, I haven't driven in like 3 weeks. I don't know if I remember how. I hadn't even been in my car. I just went and sat in it the other night and just listened to music because I love my Jeep. Like Dan drives all the time, and he's probably not treating it like it should be treated.
Yeah, when we went out to get takeout this past weekend, just for something different, I made Steve drive, and it was the first time he had been out of the house since all this started.
It's weird.
And it's a different vibe, like especially driving down through Ferndale, which is normally on the weekend, just packed, and you can't find parking. Like there were people walking, all these parking spots were empty, and you just waiting for people.
We went to go get carry out from Mesa the one day. Support Mesa, Jenna, we love you. But we were like, it was going down Main Street, and it was like 7 o'clock at night, and there were just people jogging down the middle of Main Street in Royal Oak. Like there was no cars.
Well, and doesn't it feel a little illegal? Like I feel like I'm breaking the law by being.
I felt like it was 4 a.m. on like a Tuesday. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Hi, Lacey.
Hi, Lacey.
I even miss sports.
Oh, I don't miss sports.
That's pushing it.
I tell Dan all the time, I'm like, you must be dying right now that your like stuff isn't even on. And he comes home and I'll be like, I want to watch Sports Center. I'm like, for what? No highlights happen. Nothing happened. What are you going to watch?
What's happening on
What'd you say, CJ?
I miss sports bars.
Oh, me too.
Know what else I miss?
And it's basketball short season.
Barbers. I gave everything myself, and I messed up.
I'm doing okay. Ryan Seacrest looked rough today on Kelly and Ryan. I was like, ooh, Ryan.
Are they from home? Are they doing
they're from home. And he literally just goes like this with his fingers. He's not going to a barber until he's out of quarantine, which I'm not going to do either.
They're all shut down. You could lose your license.
I may try a haircut that I've always wanted to try, but never had the guts to try.
Well, I don't have to worry about my head, but this beard is getting real bushy.
I did my head, and I was pretty impressed. And Spencer just had to, like, there was a couple spots in the back that he had to help me with. But doing it, I thought I did a pretty good job. But then I messed up, like, when I was trying to, like, do this part, and I went too low, and then I looked like an asshole, and then so it all had to come down. And I was like, oh, man, I really, really miss my girl.
My mom is really upset about her hairdresser as well. She's like, look at all this gray. And I'm like, Mom, we're all experiencing it.
Yeah, my hair got so long, I found out I had gray. I was like...
Well, then you have people like my husband who's losing his hair, and he's like, I may bick my head. And I'm like, does that sound like a good idea to you?
The gays in quarantine, they're going to do one of two things, bleach their hair or buzz it.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it's accurate.
But no, I'm definitely going to run out and see my family. I'm definitely going to run to you guys. I'm hoping for a big Elks party. Like, if it's the weekend of Ferndale Pride or something like that, I wouldn't be upset about it. I'm afraid the city may burn down. But
I wonder if everyone's just going to be passed out by 8 p.m. because we hit it so hard so early. Like, everyone's just like...
Josh is for sure telling Spencer, I'm spending the weekend at Eric's and Dan. I'll be back on Monday.
I'm so used to staying up till 3 a.m. I'm going to be awake for the rest of my life at this point.
My tolerance is pretty high right now because that's what else do you do?
All the sales are up on all like potato chips and everything. Cheers, boys. Like everything, alcohol sales and wine sales and beer sales, they're all skyrocketing.
Yes, 56% for all alcohol.
I was going to say, like, it was almost 60% alcohol spike increase.
Yeah, White Claw and hard seltzers were up, like, I think 78%. Toilet paper, mind you, was up 600%.
That was like SC Johnson families are just going to be raking it in. If you guys, of all the things that you've been consuming the most in quarantine, if that's what you were going to turn into, what would you turn into?
Boxed wine.
What?
Boxed wine.
Boy?
Boxed wine.
I think I'd be a mango White Claw.
We're keeping it pretty, like, we're doing different things. We've done steaks and chickens and sausages and salads.
We're trying to keep it fresh, but it's just like, now I'm sick of cooking, so I'm like, no, make something out of the leftovers.
Yeah, well, we do leftovers for lunch.
If I was a food, I'd be a chicken taco. We've been having a lot of chicken tacos. I love. I'm still not
You
sick.
spend like $250 or whatever on groceries, and then I come home and I'm like, I don't want any of this.
Yeah, we've done a lot of mashed potatoes or potatoes in general, a lot of pasta.
I'm being good on the carbs. I'm doing the walking. I am exercising and doing
Taco Bell.
Kid's got Taco Bell. Oh, it's free Dorito Taco Day today. But
why do I find these things out at the end of the day? It's also National Beer
you
Day.
go to bed at 3 a.m. and don't get up till 2 p.m.
Oh yeah, we were trying to have a group conversation today about the podcast, and all of a sudden Eric's like, "Well, I guess like we made all these plans. We'll just wait for CJ to wake up to confirm." Like, because it was like 10:30, 11, and we knew you.
So what I do is I have trouble going to bed, so it's usually 3:34, and then I'll wake up when Steve gets up for work, and then I'm wide awake. So then I'll sit there on my phone and I'll check emails and everything, and then all of a sudden I'll fall asleep and I'll wake up and it's 1:00. So my sleep pattern is out.
Just whacked. It's whacked.
Yeah.
But you work in retail, so you're used to a whack schedule.
Yeah.
It's just I keep a pretty good schedule at work. I close on the same days. I open on the same days.
Oh, she's fancy. She's like a boss now.
There's no structure to my life anymore.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that really does.
I mean, like, work is kind of keeping me a little bit sane. If I was working and, like, Dan was gone all the time, I don't know how I would be coping.
Yeah, it's something to do, like, for sure. Like,
yeah, it keeps my mind off things. But
maybe I should start making masks.
our friend Danielle, she got a sewing machine because she's a seamstress, and she's going to be making a mask to kill her time while she's laid off. Something nice to do. You can sew, right?
Yeah.
It's nice if you want to come cut my grass. I'm fine with that.
I'll cut my own grass for the first time since living here. Thank you.
All right, boys. Well, it's been a real treat spending the last time with you guys, and cheers.
Cheers.
And to Annie and Ryan also.
Annie and Ryan, we miss you.
We miss you.
Doing well.
Yeah, this probably won't sound nearly as good as you make us.
Yeah.
But thank you and stay safe. And to all of our friends and family out there, and people who listen, and friends of people who listen, we love you. Stay safe, stay inside. Let's kick this thing butt so we can have a good summer. All right. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.